If you're looking for an easier way to enter the gold market this upcoming week, considering the fact that we have both CPI, PPI, and then we also have unemployment claims, you are in the right place. Because in this video, I'm going to share my entries, my exits, and my profit target zones for the gold market this upcoming week. And as you can see here, we can see on our charts, this was the game plan from last week, and the plan played out very perfectly to the upside. Yes, there was a little bit of choppiness inside of this market, but for the most part, it definitely played out, almost getting to the initial take profit that I was looking for. So when it comes to this particular market, I am looking for continued buys inside of this market and just being a little cautious because of the news events. Now, CPI has been very volatile as of recently. Recently, meaning in the past year or so, it used to be NFP, which is non-farm payrolls. That was more volatile than CPI, which is consumer price index. Now it's kind of flipped. So if you want this game plan, this is the place to be, and definitely watch until the end so that way you can get all of these nuggets and understand how to analyze the markets for yourself. Okay, so looking at this on the weekly, let's go ahead and jump there. Let me go ahead and reset my chart. And you can see that I have a whole bunch of lines from past weeks, and basically these lines have been pretty solid for the most part. But let's zoom into where we are now. So here's the past week. The market just closed not too long ago, and we can see that we have this really strong bullish candle, not definitely engulfing whatsoever. We would need for it to come up here in order for it to be considered engulfing. But basically what we can do here is just look and see, okay, the market is bullish. Great. Let's go ahead and go to the daily time frame where we have a lot more details inside of this market. And basically, you can see that we did form some nice bullish structure here. So let me just go ahead before we go any further. Now that we can see more of the details, let me call off the different levels that I will be paying attention to for this upcoming week. So the first level we have is sitting at 45.48. Next, we have this level here that we drew last week at 44.54. Next, we have a yellow level that is sitting here at 4,400. Next, we have this level right here that is at 43.03. And we have this other level down here at 42.40. And let me go ahead and call off this other level that's kind of down here as well. I won't go any further than this. And this is at 41.57. Now, of course, any crazy news or high volume could really push this market down, but I really believe that it's going to kind of stay inside of this area, maybe some additional areas up above, and I will map those out before we get off of this video here. So here we are on the daily. These are the levels. They're looking really good right now. You can see that price has mainly been respecting this level all week. Let's go ahead and go to the H4 time frame so we can see a lot more data. All right, so here on the H4 time frame, you can see that there was a huge sell-off this past week, and then it's actually last week, and then it started to make its way back up. We did break this previous high right here, heading towards the profit target that we had from last week. Now, this upcoming week, this is still a profit target, and of course, I'm going to have other profit target zones for you for this week. So let's go ahead and see if we need to adjust anything. Now, there is one thing that I see here on this chart that I want to update. So let me go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so I see very, very clearly that we do have a nice resistance here on the H4 time frame. So I want to make sure that is as perfect as possible. Then go ahead and drag this over. And this is at 44.97, really close to 4,500. And you can see that price has been rejecting this level, but it did push up before the end of the market day. So I definitely want to pay attention to this area. It's going to be kind of a minor key level, kind of major key level at this point. But that is one area that I see. And then there's also another level. Let me go ahead and clone this that I see, because I remember seeing price respect this level quite a bit this past week. And I'm going to draw it at 44.27. So Now we have a nice little separation of our zones. Let's go ahead and go down to the H2 time frame. All right. And now we can see a lot more data here. So inside of this market, just looking at the zone, you can see that it basically stayed inside of this range until today, which is Friday when I am filming this, right after the market has closed and started to push up. So I don't want to give too much away, but for right now, these levels are looking quite good. And I don't think I want to adjust too much on this time frame. Let's go to the H1 so that way we can get more details before I give you my whole game plan for this upcoming week. All right. So, okay, so this is still looking good. This is still looking good. For the most part, most recent price action is respecting this zone. Even though it didn't quite tap into it, it's still respecting it. And here, we do have this level here. It is a little bit choppy, but I am going to bring this level down just a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. I actually can bring it closer to these candles. I think I'm going to do that this time. So this level is now sitting at 44.22. Not that much change from before, but basically I just wanted to make sure that I was capturing these lows right in here. And now we are. Okay, cool. So now that we're here on this H1 time frame, we are getting into the game plan portion of this video. And oh, okay, wait. I was just making sure that I had everything. Okay, great. We're getting into the game plan portion of this video. I know I already said that, but before we go any further, what I want to do is introduce you to the Trading Launchpad. This is where you can learn how to take profitable trades in as little as 30 days, sometimes less. Basically, this is going to be something that takes you step by step and understanding what to actually look for inside of the market and what to even do if you're brand new. So this is more if you're brand new, you're watching these videos and you're interested in trading. The Trading Launchpad is for you, and you can find that at thetradinglaunchpad.com. And then also I have the flagship program. Either you're new or you've been trading for a while and you still haven't found that profitability that you're looking for, then the Profitable Traders Academy is going to be that place for you in order for you to get a lot of my help. We have some amazing people. We just had some people that have joined in the past week or so, and they're loving the program. So I know that you are going to love it as well. So if you're interested in that, go to LaKieshaTrades.com, read through this, and if you're interested, schedule a call, or you can just sign up right on the website. So go ahead and do that. Definitely start this 2026 off the right way by getting the help that will help push you forward in this whole trading arena. So going back to the charts here, this is what I'm looking for my game plan. So one thing that I see that's super obvious to me is I see a little resistance area right here. And this is marked off at 45.14. And what I'm looking for, actually, I see something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Yep, it's not copying it for some reason. Let's go ahead and try that again. So I do see another level that I want to mark off here. And basically that is right here. Okay, awesome. And that level is at 44.82. And what I will be looking for is basically, I want to see price kind of retest this level, mainly because this candle that closed, it didn't close up above this resistance point. So that lets me know that there's definitely some sellers that may have stepped inside. And I want to wait to see how much this is going to retrace, perhaps here, perhaps coming down to this key level here, or even here, because price hung out a lot this past week in this zone. So basically looking for an area for a retracement and then continuing the bullish movement up. So that's going to be the main thing I'm looking for. Like I said, price could bounce off of here, this level at 44.82. It could also bounce off at 44.55, and it can also bounce off at 44.23. And then kind of like worst case scenario for me, and it's been the same level this past week, 4,400 roughly. That could be an area that's kind of like a last kind of chance for me to possibly look for buys in this situation. So that is the main, or these are the main ideas, but price could also push up higher like we have been seeing. So I'm going to take my Fibonacci retracement tool and put it about there. And then I'm going to go like this. I just want this to be precise, so I take my time with this. Okay, I don't know why that wasn't moving. That was weird. Let's just mark it right there for right now. Okay, great. And then what I like to do is I like to look at these projections. So you can see that this level that we had drawn off before as a profit target, it lines up perfectly with this Fibonacci retracement tool. I love to see this because it lets me know that my analysis is on point and there is confluence, basically reasons at this level for a price to potentially get here, maybe bounce off, maybe have it as a take profit. So basically, it's just things that are lining up inside of the market at this negative 27%. And then my other level would be around here at this negative 26, or actually negative 61.8% at 45.85. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that off. So this would be another level that I'm looking for in terms of having a profit target inside of this market. So we just have to wait to see if that plays out. But this is my game plan for the upcoming week. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel so that way you don't miss any of the amazing videos that I post here 3 times a week. That's Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday currently. And if you are looking to possibly understand how to trade the silver market, then go ahead and check out the next video here on the screen about the silver market, because that market is also moving as well. And I know I said this last week, but it is still moving and there's still opportunities for you. So go ahead and check out that video and I'll see you in the next video.